This is what railroad salvage crews faced as they ventured into the cold, clear day. A tank car filled with some 34,000 gallons of anhydrous ammonia lying on its side, one end stuck in the bottom of Lancaster Lake. Sheriff's deputies visited the 16 homes within a mile of the derailment, including the Tony Haynes home, perched just above the accident site. Deputy Jeff Dong encouraged Tony and his wife Lorraine to leave as a precautionary measure in case the tank should rupture and leak.
Well, they're hoping that won't happen on this second car, that they're going to write it properly and just pump it all out without any problems. If they don't, there are going to be some problems.
But as they did when the accident happened, the Haynes decided to stay put.
Well, I got a pretty good view of what's going on, and if it looks like it's getting dangerous, we'll leave, yeah. There's no sense hanging around if it's going to be, gas escaping again.
But don't see much reason to just go ahead anyway.
Not really, No, it's pretty calm today. The wind's not blowing this direction, so we'll just play it by ear and see what happens.
Deputies were concerned about nearby animals, but this house cat didn't seem too worried about the whole thing. Hazardous materials specialist Pete Peters is overseeing the salvage operation. He says the cold, not very windy day would slow the spread of any leaking ammonia.
No, we don't see any reason at all why it should leak. It's still intact. It'll be inspected thoroughly when we write it to make sure that it has no fractures in it that we don't know about.
All morning, Burlington Northern crews worked to place their 2 cranes in position and to hook cables to the tank car.
The tank itself is laying partially in the water down at the bottom of the hill. All we'll do is hook onto it. The railroad has 2 D7 Caterpillar tractors to use as backup safety for it. They'll be hooked onto it, and there'll be slings hooked on it at 2 areas, and the safety wires hooked up to the Caterpillars, and then it'll be slowly brought up after it's righted and just pulled up the side of the hill.
Finally, at high noon, the tank car began to move ever so slowly out of the lake. It's been a painstaking task, but workmen have finally gotten the damaged tank car out of the water. Still, they face hours of work in the cold before they can get it atop a railroad flat car and roll it out of here. But there is one thing that everyone here can be thankful for. There have been no more ammonia leaks, and officials don't expect there will be any. Reporting from near Ridgefield, Washington, Essex Porter, Channel 2 News.